Okay, today we're going to talk about drawing a tree silhouette using the Y and V method. We're going to start with a horizon line, then we're going to draw a trunk and add branches to fill the page. The horizon line is a line between the ground and the sky, and you can just do a straight line across, or you can make it a little bit wavy if you want to. You don't want to make it too high. I would say maybe like 2 knuckles on your finger would be as high as you should go, because this is going to all have to be colored with Sharpie in black. Now that I have my ground, I'm going to put my tree on there. When you start drawing a tree, you start with the trunk, and you're going to draw a line that is vertical compared to the horizon line, and then I'm going to kind of curve it out so the trunk spreads into and meets the ground. Now I want to do a parallel line over here, and I want this to be pretty wide. I want my tree to be pretty strong, and then I'll do another one on the other side. About halfway up is where you're going to start creating your branches. So I'm going to draw about halfway up my paper with this line, and then I'm going to start to make what I call a Y, and you'll see what this looks like in just a minute. So here's one side, and then this one I'm going to actually start a little bit lower, and I'm going to go a little bit more across. So essentially this kind of looks like a Y letter, even though this isn't a perfect version. Now what I'm going to do is create a V. So inside here, I'm going to draw a line that is parallel to the line that is going out for the branch. And these first lines should be pretty wide, and I'm going to actually make 2 V's this time because I don't want to have just 2 branches coming from the trunk. So now, see how I have a V in here? So that has now created a smaller branch off of the trunk. So if you think about this, like this is like a 4-lane highway, and now I'm down to a 2-lane highway. Next, I will get even smaller. Okay, so over here, I'm going to do it again. This branch is going to come parallel here. It has to go in past the trunk, because I can't have a thing coming out here, past the trunk and then up. So now I've created, from this 4-lane highway, I can take 3 different roads. So it's sort of like creating a maze. It is very important that the V's, these 2 V's in this case, do not touch the Y. Okay, now I'm going to just pick one of my branches, and I'm going to continue this method. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to turn my paper a little bit so it's a little bit easier for me to draw. So I have my branch. Now I'm going to create a Y. So I'm spreading it out. Then inside this Y, I'm going to draw a V. And every time you draw a branch, it has to be smaller than the branch before it so that it makes sense. Now see how, let's say this is a road that now has 2 driveways. Okay, and then I could do some more. I want to draw until I get to the edge. So here I'm going to extend this a little bit longer and create a Y. This goes off the paper. And now I go inside with my V, and now I have, if these are the driveways, maybe this is the sidewalk. And now I'm done with this branch. So now I can go over here, create a Y, put in a V. I still have some room, so this time I can put another Y here, put in a V. The Y's and the V's never touch, they go inside. Now I can go this way, Y, and a V, and I still have a little bit more room, so I'm going to go all the way to the edge, and a V, and I try to keep getting smaller. And I'm going to do this same system for the rest of my branches.